Thanks so much for coming by. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Drop in. This message this year is asking us to let loose of the stimulation or whatever's going on, whatever emotions are smacking you today, whatever it is. Our practice is to bring it back to ourselves. And that's what this message this year is asking us to do, to strengthen our practice. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo is the book we're receiving incredible life lessons this year. This New York Times bestseller is described as having the life you want by being present for the life you have. And I'm finding it incredibly remarkable. We're here every single day in this community for women, and I want to thank you for sharing in the energy, sharing in the love. You know, we're in our 6th year, and that's a long time, and it wouldn't be that way if we weren't in it together. So just want you to know how much I appreciate your support. It doesn't go unnoticed. And some of you, it's been a long time. So thank you for that. Today, for this day number 1834, the message is titled A Set of Inner Doors. A set of inner doors. There's a quote offered to us by Molly Voss. The stuff of our lives doesn't change. It is we who change in relation to it. Whatever our gifts or our wounds or our life situation, whether we have been married several times or who have never been in love, whether we have plenty of money or are sorely in need of more, the core issues of our lives will not go away. There exists for each life on earth a set of inner doors that no one can go through for us. Can we hear that again? There exists for each life on earth a set of inner doors that no one can go through for us. We can change jobs, we can change lovers, we can travel around the world, we could become a doctor or a lawyer or an expert mountain climber, or nobly put our life on hold to care for an ailing mother or father. And when we are done, though the worthy distraction could take years, the last threshold we didn't cross within will be there waiting. It's waiting. There is no substitute for genuine rest. Stranger still is how the very core issues we avoid return. Sometimes with different faces, but still we are brought full circle to them again and again. Regardless of how we may try to skip over or sidestep what we need to face, we humbly discover that no other threshold is possible until we use our courage to open the door before us. These messages are powerful this year. Perhaps the oldest working truth of self-discovery is that the only way out is through. That we are returned repeatedly to the same circumstance is not always a sign of avoidance, but can mean our work around a certain issue is not done. In my own life, it is not by chance that struggling to adulthood with a domineering and critical mother, I have been thrust again and again into situations with dominant men and women, struggling painfully for their approval and fearing their rejection. For years, I tried to manage the circumstance better, which was like sanding and varnishing the door without ever opening it. So let's hear that again. So he's been thrust again and again into dominant men and women, struggling painfully for their approval and fearing their rejection. For years, I tried to manage the circumstance better, which was like sanding and varnishing the door without ever opening it. I was destined to repeat the pain of rejection, no matter how skillfully I handled it, until I opened the door of self-worth. Even my calling to be a poet became a distraction that lasted many years. Feeling rejected and insecure at heart, I quietly made a mission of becoming a famous writer, only to find myself one day replaying the issues of approval and rejection 100-fold at the mailbox, as I awaited word from countless critical strangers known as editors. I was stunned and relieved to finally discover myself at the same threshold of loving myself that I had run from years before. The threshold goes nowhere. It is we who, in our readiness and our experience, keep coming back, because the soul knows only one way to fulfill itself, and that is to take in what is true. Holy smoke! These messages, man, are powerful this year. Reading them, delivering them, being here, sharing them feels so amazingly different. They are powerful. Please sit quietly and listen. Don't try to do something else at the same time, at least sometimes, because they are powerful and we'll only receive what we allow attention and time for. Whoa. So, well, this is exactly why we're here. This is no surprise, is it? It's no surprise. Today's message is freaking powerful beyond belief. What was I gonna get and share? Drag. Oh, I know what it is. I'm gonna get this before we do the meditation he offers. Patanjali. I got this little journal the last time I went to Heartwood for I went for a journaling workshop, and they had given these journals out to the students that came. It's a little tiny one, but on the back, for those who have an intense urge for spirit and wisdom, it sits near them, waiting. Patanjali, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. For those who have an intense urge for spirit and wisdom, it sits near them, waiting. So that is the threshold goes nowhere. So meditate on an issue that keeps returning to you. Meditate on something that keeps returning to you, an issue that keeps returning to you. Think about that. Meditate on an issue that keeps returning to you. Relate to it as a messenger and ask the messenger what door it is trying to open for you. Okay. All right, we hear that? So meditate on the issue beforehand, whatever one keeps returning to you. And then treat it as a messenger. So we're not personal. We're not feeling it personally and all this other stuff that comes with that. We're just treating it as a messenger. And ask that messenger what door it is trying to open for you. What door are you trying to open, messenger? How will your life change if you move through this threshold, this thing that keeps returning? And how will your life be affected if you do not? That last one. How will your life be affected if you do not? To me, I just can't help but feel like it's important to do if we're aware of it. To me, that goes right with the to thine own self be true. And that doesn't mean you can slow up sometimes, take a break. Harmonize, right? Give ourselves time when we need it. Powerful messages this year. Just ridiculously powerful messages. Thank you for practicing here today together. This week, this is recorded on February 4th, 2024. And if you're available this coming week, we only have one afternoon offering, and that's Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We have the Zenful breath. Thursday, I'm going to be at Heartwood for a day retreat. Y'all are welcome to come. But there won't be any Zoom on Thursday because I won't be able to do so. In deep and honest gratitude. See you ladies tomorrow. Thank you again for your support.